Hey, hi, hello everyone. It is Mama Smash here with a special build today for Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentine's Day if you like Valentine's Day, and if not, that's alright. Valentine's Day can suck sometimes, so I feel ya. And so, for a special Valentine's Day speed build today, I am building a box of chocolates. So, at first I was like, well, maybe I could just do a heart. That seemed like, the kind of cliche thing to do on a Valentine's Day build. But then I thought, no, I want to do something a little different. And so instead of merely a heart build, I decided to do a box of chocolates heart, which means that the outside looks like a box of chocolates and the inside everything is pretty much brown to make it look like a bunch of chocolates. So this is a pretty fun build, very silly build, but I really enjoyed doing it. Especially this top part, kind of trying to figure out how to make it really look like a box of chocolates, which I ended up getting there. So I was like, okay, they usually have this kind of gold ribbon across the front, and so I wanted to do that. I was like, I bet there's probably a bow. I wear a bow all the time, so I figured I might as well put a bow on the ribbon on the box. So I'll spend a bit of time here trying to figure out how to make this ribbon and bow on top of my box of chocolates. Forrest Gump said life is like a box of chocolates. I don't really know if it is, but this build definitely is one. So this is my fun build for the day. And let me know down in the comments how you feel about Valentine's Day, whether you love it or you hate it or you're somewhere in the middle. Go ahead, let me know down in the comments. And so this build is available on the gallery if for some reason you want to play in a box of chocolates. My gallery ID there is Mama Smash RR. And this does end up being like a pretty decent house for how weirdly shaped it is. It ends up having 2 bedrooms, one for like a couple and then one for a single. So with 2 bathrooms as well. So, I mean, it's not like a tiny house, but it is a bit weirdly shaped because of all of the angles to make the heart. So finally I'm getting done with the top of on here. These gold decals are from Get Famous. They're all just floor decals, and so they were really helpful in making that bow and ribbon on top of my box of chocolates. So then inside I was trying to figure out how to separate each part to make the different bedrooms and bathrooms as well, and also sorting everything by the color brown, which is a little difficult with The Sims 4 because when you sort by either light or dark brown or both, it gives you anything with a wood tone that is brown. Even if, say, a bedspread is bright green, the wood tone is brown, so it counts that. So it did take me a little bit for some of them that had pieces that were wood and then also pieces that were not wood to figure out what things were actually brown. But once I figured that out, it was pretty easy to get a lot of brown furniture and accessories all throughout the house. So I ended up using windows and doors from Seasons. They have a really nice deep brown color, but it also kind of has a red tint when the light hits it, which means that it blends in with the outside of the house really nicely. And I thought about putting it up on a foundation or raising it up, and the foundations just did not look good. So I ended up not doing that and instead just left it flat on the ground. And then this house also has most of the things you would need just like in a normal build. There's a bookshelf, so there's something to do and to build skills like if you were to buy books. And then there's also, like I said, 2 bathrooms. There's a full kitchen. There's a desk. There is not a computer, but there is a desk. And there is a TV and a fireplace as well. So there's plenty for your Sims to have and to do. And all of it is brown to make sure that it goes with Valentine's Day. I will say these cabinets that I'm using right now in the kitchen, when I do weird builds like this and there's triangles, I love using these ones because when you use either the left or right side variation of those cabinets, they fit into a corner, as you can see over in the little corners there, both by the door and then the actual corner. because they're little triangles instead of kind of smaller rectangles like some of the other types of cabinets. These ones turn into triangles, and so they fit really well into those angled spaces, much more than some other cabinets. So there's a tip for you if you're ever looking to build in an angled space. Those cabinets work really well. And then I tried to also put candles for a lot of the lighting, because I felt like, the candles felt more romantic, I guess. I also made sure to put in a couple teddy bears and some different just clutter items. There's some like lotions and some flowers, and there's a VIP bucket which you get if you do like a really good date, and so that you can actually turn on a flirty ambiance. So if you do it, you can make your environment flirty. I end up putting that in the bedroom, right there on top of that shelf. And so if you're looking for your Sims to be flirty in the Box of Chocolates Heart House, then that is the object for you. So now I'm just kind of going around and putting in a little bit of clutter. Like I said, lots of candles and some flowers. And then I'll eventually, I was looking through the catalog trying to find romantic things. There aren't that many, especially when trying to find like art pieces. I do love these little wooden hearts that I ended up finding because they're brown and they're also hearts. But other than that, there isn't super romantic artwork, I would say. And so I just kind of tried my best to make it look sort of romantic, or if it had like love in the title, I kind of did that. So for the walls on the inside, I did the red if it was an outer wall, and then brown if it was like an inner wall, because I figured a box would still be red on the inside, but the chocolates would be brown. So the inside walls are brown and the outside walls are red. The only exception for this is the bedroom, because it looked kind of weird to have one section of brown even though it's not an outside wall, because the bathroom's there. So that's the one exception to that. And then the bathrooms are all tile, whereas the inside is kind of like a paneling that is brown. So that's basically the inside, which also had wood floors as well. And then moved to the outside to make a little entryway up to the door, which is kind of on a diagonal. So put in some hedges to give it a little bit of like a, red garden sort of feel, like a romantic garden. Hopefully this next week actually we'll have romantic garden stuff build on my channel, so it's kind of a foretaste of that, though these specifically are from Island Living, not from romantic garden stuff. So we'll see how I use that stuff later this week. But yeah, these trees are really cool, like really bright and red. I thought they matched and gave a little bit of greenery to the outside. Greenery being environment rather than actually green, since they're red. But yeah, so then I went and was doing the other things that I realized I had forgotten. So trash can, mailbox, important stuff like that. And that is pretty much going to be about it. A couple of lights and that'll be all. So like I said, this is on my gallery page if you would like to use it in your own gameplay. And other than that, happy Valentine's Day again, and I hope you're all having a smashing day. Bye!